So I'm going to ask about the other thing today, the jobs report, if I could. So the average hourly wages in the jobs report is up 4.6%. The CPI inflation is 6.4%. Inflation has been outpacing wages for about a year and a half. When can Americans expect that to reverse, relief from that?
So we did see that on an annual basis. We saw some wage, the nominal wages went up lower than what we expect. We don't have the CPI report for this month, but based on what we had in January. But I will highlight that real wages in January were higher than they were 7 months ago. So we understand that inflation needs to come down. It's why it's the president's highest priority. We just got the blue chip forecast, was just released today from blue chip forecasters. They're expecting inflation to be easing to about 3.2% at the end of this year. We know that that is why it's so important for the Federal Reserve to have the independence. It is why the president is focused on lowering costs in his budget through the Inflation Reduction Act for Americans when it comes to health care, when it comes to child care, when it comes to higher education. But we are expecting to see this economy, with the labor market is robust. We are expecting to see inflation ease over the year. There may be bumps along the way, however. We know that we can't focus on any one month, but that is what most forecasters are expecting.
And on jobs, real quick, on jobs, manufacturing lost 4,000 jobs. With the focus on manufacturing here, what happened?
So again, yes, but we had 1 month, and we don't like to focus on any 1 month. And if we look at the manufacturing growth overall, they're higher today than they were almost 2 years ago. We've seen more manufacturing growth in the last 2 years than we have in previous recovery cycles. Again, I want to emphasize it's really important not to over-focus on any 1 month of data. But if we go back to the president's policies, if we look at the bipartisan infrastructure law, the CHIPS and Science Act, those are even the Inflation Reduction Act in terms of the investments in the green energy transition. All of those are going to bring the kind of manufacturing jobs that we know are so important to both rebuilding the infrastructure in this country, which is very important for building our economic growth, building our economic capacity, and will offer those kind of manufacturing jobs which are so important for a lot of American workers, especially those without a college degree.
Go ahead, Phil.